What is up? We're doing another football pack break. Today we have Rookies and Stars from Panini Blitz.
What about Plex? Is the blue team bit?
Yeah.
I know it's the blue team.
Yeah.
Should we open it?
You can get these at Target for about $2 a pack. Yes. Would you like to open it? As you're having fruit snack. All right. See who we got here. And some of them we like to do a couple times during the off season, killing the time. Go through and just like roast whoever's in this pack. It's a really good time. So first up, who we got? Oh, Chris Carson. So Chris Carson, running back for Seattle, the guy who's keeping Rashad Penny, first round pick Rashad Penny on the bench, and he came in as like a seventh round pick out of Oklahoma State, and he just came in and tore it up, and then he had this really massive hip injury, and I thought that was kind of it, but I mean everyone remembers him from fantasy football back in the day, and this guy was legit. He was great. 2018 he ran for 1,151 yards. And 9 touchdowns. Probably saved a lot of people's fantasy seasons. But it's good to see Chris Carson back in the mix. Unfortunately, against the Vikings, I think he did. Back in the mix. There you go. All right, next up. Who we got? Ooh, Keenan Allen. So Keenan Allen, the pride of Cal. Cal, right? Yeah. But he got inked up. He got paid. I think he's one of the better wide receivers in the league. Actually, extremely underrated, where... Yeah, Nuke Hopkins rightfully gets all the hype for being basically unguardable, but I actually think that Keenan Allen brings a lot of the same skill set to the table. And maybe not the massive reach and jump ball ability, but just in terms of route running, just getting himself open and just using his size as well. I think Keenan Allen is extremely underrated, and whoever ends up being the quarterback in San Diego is frankly going to have a decent amount of weapons if they keep Hunter Henry for sure. As well as Mike Williams, speaking of jump ball specials. So you got Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. I mean, Phillip Rivers is probably done with the Chargers, but if they draft a quarterback or a free agent du jour, maybe Ryan Tannehill, maybe Teddy Bridgewater, I think Chargers would be a great spot for Teddy. But Keenan Allen, certainly a big part of that as well. Oh, next one. Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder. That's right. So... the guy that, in their infinite wisdom of Chicago Bears, so Ryan Pace sitting there at number 3 overall, chilling. All of a sudden, number 2 overall, the Niners, John Lynch, first time as GM, he's like, hey, why don't you come up to number 2 so you can draft Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder, as opposed to sitting at 3 and taking Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. Just drafting him. What a jabroni. This is the worst pick since Cade McNown. I just love it. I love it. Margaret, do you love it?
I love because he has the number 10. That's my favorite number.
Yeah, that's how far you can throw downfield, 10 yards. It's great. Next up. Juan Williams, cornerback, second round pick, I believe, out of Vanderbilt. I think he just got arrested for something. Don't at me. Actually, maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Maybe he allegedly just got arrested for something. But in terms of, it's weird where... So the Patriots have always seemingly had good cornerbacks. You look at Revis back in the day. You look at Stephon Gilmore now, but they've been really bad at drafting cornerbacks. I mean, outside of probably Logan Ryan, who was part of the Cordero Patterson trade, by the way, they've been really, really bad at drafting cornerbacks. And now is Williams going to be one of those bad guys? Like, you remember Rasul Douglas? Yeah, or
Daddy,
or was it?
This pack has all of them on it. But
yeah.
I'm not.
Sorry, not Rasul Douglas. Raz I Dowling. Yeah, second round pick. Yeah, that worked out really well. But TBD there. Ooh, next up. Ooh, rookie. Miko Hardman Jr., the pride of Georgia University. I really liked him coming out. And just in terms of vertical speed guy as well as a returner, he made the Pro Bowl this year as a return guy. And I think pairing Hardman up with Tyreek Hill, although they sort of drafted Hardman as a replacement for Hill because Hill potential suspension was always looming over him. But the fact that they have 2 world-class speed guys on the outside with Patrick Mahomes, it's redonkulous. It is absolutely insane. Redonkulous. It is insane. All right, next up. Ooh, my guy. Baker Jerome, Ezekiel, Mayfield. That's right.
He's the baker that
He's the Baker to Mayfield. That's right. Kevin Stefanski's new BFF. I believe in Baker. I know that a lot of the haters came out last year. I think it was a lost season with Freddie Kitchens. But, I mean, the fact, he has more commercials than he does wins, all that other stuff. But I think Baker Mayfield just has it in terms of swagger, in terms of confidence, in terms of if it's clutch time, he's the kind of guy that you want back there. Also, hopefully winning and getting everyone on the same page and a little bit of confidence will get OBJ back in the fold, as well as Jarvis Landry, as well as I hope they don't give up on David Njoku, because I know that Njoku was ready to leave because he wasn't really feeling Freddie Kitchens' regime, but hopefully Kevin Stefanski can do that. Also, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, probably the best running back duo in the NFL.
Because he has a number 6 on.
Is it a number 6? It's good. All right, next up.
When you turn it upside down, it's a 9.
Next up, Matt Ryan. Yeah, I really feel bad for Matt Ryan because he's going to go down. I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer by any stretch, but he's going to be the Hall of really good, and he's not going to win another Super Bowl. He just isn't. And Julio is a depreciating asset, and I think that Matt Ryan is also getting a little bit long in the tooth. 28-3 was their best shot. It's probably going to be their only shot. So I think Matt Ryan is going to go down as, historical comparison. Jake Delhomme. Jake Delhomme could be a good one, except much more heralded because I think Jake Delhomme was a UDFA. He played in NFL Europe, but just in terms of having a very solid ceiling, Jake Delhomme wasn't a league MVP, but also in terms of just having that one shot at the Super Bowl and then just coming up short, that wasn't so much. Ooh, next up, Jets guy, Sam Darnold, where I wasn't really that big of a Darnold fan when he came out of USC. I thought that he would have really benefited from coming back for another year. Thought he made too many mistakes. I thought he was too careless at times. But the flashes that he's shown with the Jets, I think the Jets actually do have a legit signal caller with Darnold there. And also, I think massive youth is on his side. I think the weird marriage between him and Adam Gase is actually going to work out decently well. If they can keep Robbie Anderson, give him a couple more weapons on the outside, I think Chris Herndon's a really nice tight end. But then get a little bit more help for Darnold and also beef up that O-line a little bit. I think they have a solid guy, number 14. All right, we got 2 more left. Oh. All right, so Big Ben Roethlisberger. So just in terms of quarterbacks from that 04 class, I would put Big Ben number 2. I would put Phillip Rivers number 1. I would put Eli number 3. Yeah, probably. Big Ben, the first Super Bowl, that wasn't any of his doing. It's probably the worst performance of a Super Bowl winning quarterback in NFL history. Super XL, where you remember where the rest basically screwed the Seahawks and just gave that Super Bowl to Bill Cowher and the Steelers. It's a better story. Jerome Bettis is in his hometown, all that other stuff. But the Super Bowl, I think it was 08 against the Cardinals, where Big Ben led that game-winning drive and just hit Santonio Holmes in the corner of the end zone. Like, that was big-time football. And you just see that the last couple years of Roethlisberger, all those hits that he took. Remember, he was basically Cam Newton before Cam Newton, minus the running ability, where he would just, he was the size of a DN, and he would just take on hits and keep plays alive and play some schoolyard football. I think you're seeing that catch up to him. I think the Steelers are in for a very dark period. Although Mike Tomlin, the fact that he had ducked Devlin Hodges and also the jabroni Mason Rudolph under center, and they're still able to basically be in the playoff hunt right up until the end. I think that was the best coaching job that Mike Tomlin's ever done, to be honest. Lastly, Sammy Watkins. So remember Sammy Watkins. Remember when Sammy Watkins, Super Bowl champion Sammy Watkins, was the number 4 overall pick by the Bills? And I think they traded up to go get him too, where it clearly didn't work out in Buffalo for a myriad of reasons. And then he went to the Rams when the Rams just traded for the entire Bills wide receiver core. Robert Woods actually turned out to be the wide receiver. But I think he's found a real niche with the Chiefs when he signed a free agent deal there. I think he meshes well. Obviously, anyone's going to look good with Pat Mahomes, but also his possession receiver skill set pairing up well nicely with Tyreek Hill, as well as Miko Hardman, I think is going to be a really big part of that offense going forward. I think it just works out. But in terms of clearing up cap space to pay Patrick Mahomes, I think Watkins could be a clear candidate, and hopefully he takes a pay cut there. But that's it. That is this pack of football cards that we opened. Football cards! What do you think? Did you have fun?
But I think think they're all pretty good.
Who was your favorite?
Let's see if anyone is this guy on the football and this.
Oh yeah, she made this in school. It's pretty phenomenal. That's supposed to be me. 84, baby. Get your 84 jerseys out. I'm back home. Although they did have a Niners logo on there, but what can you do? But that's it. If you enjoy the pack openings, let us know in the comments section below. We'll do a couple more of these during the off season. It's always a good time. Say bye.
Bye.
Oh, say Skull. Say Skull production value.
School production party to the next video of About Legos.
Yeah.